I'm in the middle of one of the last remaining areas of ancient forest in England, yet there's not a tree in sight. Where am I? Find out in just a moment. In today's show, I'll be helping a couple find a new home for themselves and their 3 children. After living in the cramped city, they're keen to make the most of a more spacious lifestyle. Would you share an office? Is that the plan?
No.
And we've got a mystery house that will leave our straight-talking couple lost for words. Speechless and grinning. Welcome to Lancashire and to the historic Forest of Bowland. In this case, I'm using the word forest in its ancient meaning, an area typically owned by the sovereign and used as a royal hunting ground, rather than just a big old wood. Now, much of the Forest of Bowland is still owned by the Queen as part of the Duchy of Lancaster. In the past, wild boar, deer, wolves and wild cats would have roamed here. But today you'll find slightly tamer packs of cyclists and walkers making the most of this fabulous landscape. We find out what today's house buyers are looking for from their new home. Management consultant Tom and charity director Helen have been living in this family home in London with their 3 children for the last 14 years. Although they've enjoyed the city, they've recently had a revelation about their working lives.
Well, I started working from home at Christmas and we realised then that we could work from anywhere, so it became a reality rather than just a pipe dream.
And I also work from home, so we just feel this is the right thing for us to do at this moment in time.
As Tom and Helen will be moving with their children who are still of school age, they've had to think carefully about where they should go.
We want to move up to Lancaster. It's sort of between where Tom grew up and where I grew up, close enough to the Lake District, but it's a good-sized town with very good schools for the children. We're willing to move sort of within a 5-mile radius of Lancaster, but the further we are out, we'd hope that there'd be some form of public transport, perhaps for the children, to get into school.
Space is at the top of the agenda for their move, but there's plenty of other demands to take into account.
Minimum of 4 bedrooms, a separate reception room for children to be able to do whatever they want to do. A larger kitchen than we have now would be perfect. Not necessarily an enormous garden. I don't think either of us are particularly interested in gardening, but obviously more outside space or just outside space is important.
Tom and Helen have already sold their London house and they have a healthy sum for their new home.
Our maximum budget for the move is £525,000.
Tom and Helen seem really keen for their 3 children to have the same sort of upbringing as they themselves experienced growing up in rural northwest England. Now, having ridden the London property way for the last 14 years, they have got a very healthy budget of £525,000, and that should get them the extra space that their family require. But I've got a feeling that it's going to be very important to Helen, Tom and the kids for them to not be too isolated in their new home. So let's get cracking. Tom and Helen want a family home in the countryside near Lancaster, where their children will go to school. So we're focusing our search in villages just to the south of the city, where we have lined up 3 fantastic properties to show them. As usual, I won't be telling them what they're on the market for until they've had a guess first. And we have a real surprise for them with our mystery house that could leave them speechless. I don't think I really need to ask why you want to move to Lancashire, but tell me.
Well, we both work from home, and so it seemed like an opportunity to move to a house with more space. That was our main reason.
We've got 3 children, so we just thought it'd be nice to give them a bit more space, a bit more opportunity to go outdoors, and less confines of London.
Are you ready to move then? What's happening with your current property?
We've sold our house about 2 weeks ago. We accepted an offer on our house, so that's now going through. And so, yeah, we're ready to go.
We've got 3 lovely properties.
Excellent.
And while the sun's shining, let's go have a look.
Great.
Fantastic.
So, with a budget of £525,000, Tom and Helen are after a character property with 2 reception rooms, a large kitchen, an office which is absolutely essential, 5 bedrooms and a manageable garden. first property is in Cormer, to the south of Lancaster. It's just down the road from the charming village of Scorton, which is set in beautiful countryside and has a range of amenities, including a pub and a post office. The first house I'm showing them is a stone barn conversion, which was transformed into a home just 4 years ago. It is this one.
Lovely.
This
Wow.
lovely house.
Yeah.
That was a wow. That's a good start.
Yep.
As you can see, it's a barn conversion. How do you feel about that?
Good, no,
It's good so far.
Yeah, really good.
Very good.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, big smiles.
Yeah.
No, very good big smiles, yeah.
Barn conversions on your list?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. That
definitely.
was kind of my favourite, really.
Really?
Yeah.
So far, so good?
So
It
far,
is.
so
I
good.
guess
far.
you want to see inside.
Definitely.
Come on.
Yeah.
So positive first impressions. Let's hope the stunning hallway keeps those smiles coming. Right. This is pretty much the entrance hallway, which I think is pretty
Lovely.
impressive.
Yeah, very nice.
It is, it's nice.
Lovely.
And you finally get to see the views through to the back
yeah,
garden.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is by no means the biggest space in this property.
Oh, right.
Right, okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
intriguing. Shall we
yeah.
keep looking?
Yeah.
I'll follow you.
Off the hallway is an immense lounge. Now, tell me,
Wow.
what do you think of this?
Oh, wow, lovely. Really
That's very nice.
I promised you more space.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
That's the big room, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, come and have a look a bit deeper in,
Lovely.
because as you can see, the windows are really down at this end. And looking out onto
Oh, lovely. Gardens.
garden
Yeah.
and
Fields.
countryside. Then you've got the feature of the fireplace.
Yep.
Multi-fuel burner in there.
Good. I like the fireplace, I like the wood burner. Very nice.
Next up, the
I'd
kitchen.
love to see that, yeah.
A big kitchen is one of Tom and Helen's priorities, and I don't think this one will disappoint. This is what I call a lovely kitchen.
Wow, that's lovely.
That's
really
gorgeous,
nice, yeah.
Very, very nice kitchen.
Yeah, fantastic. I like the hob and the oven. Nice and big.
How does it
Really good.
compare to your current kitchen?
It's a lot squarer. Yes,
Yeah, ours is very
uh,
long and thin, so
yeah.
this is a really nice feel, I think.
Now, you've seen the downstairs living area. Of course, what we haven't shown you is an office. And
Right.
I will be straight. What you get is 4 bedrooms, and then
Right.
this is the amount of area
Okay.
and space
Yep.
you have.
Yep.
So you'd have to make a consideration about where to fit the office in.
Yep.
Well, shall we have a look at one of those bedrooms?
Yeah.
Because through this way, it's not a utility room.
Ah.
We have a stairway.
Ah,
Our couple wanted to have their own space away from the children, and this might be the quiet spot they're looking for. Up here, you would get your own separate wing.
Oh, this is lovely.
That's a very nice
Fantastic.
bedroom, yes,
Yeah,
it's lovely.
that is really nice. Gosh,
So you are away from the rest of the bedrooms, so you
Yeah.
do get kind of mum and dad
that's really
quiet,
nice.
private time.
Hooray.
Brilliant.
How do you feel about en suites? Is it a must?
It would be nice to have, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Because there's one in
Oh,
here.
great.
Have a little look.
Oh, that's lovely. It's great, look.
Yeah, that's a gorgeous bathroom.
Yeah,
Gorgeous
very nice.
shower room.
Now you've seen this space, how do you feel about this
This
house?
is,
No,
this is
it's
perfect
really
size,
nice, yeah,
perfect
it's
size
lovely.
bedroom.
Let's go down, have a look at one of the bedrooms, and then go outside and talk the hard cash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on. Back downstairs, there's a double bedroom with an ensuite and 2 further bedrooms, one of which is being used as a study. And there's also a family bathroom. And this is an example of one of the rooms. Now, next door to this room, there is a single garage.
Okay.
Just the other side of that wall.
Right.
Currently, you don't have an entrance to it from the property. I was thinking that could be another alternative office space.
It's worth thinking about.
It's worth thinking about,
Yeah,
something to
yeah.
investigate.
No, it's great.
Well, that's it. You've
Lovely.
seen everything
Right, thank you very much.
inside the house. Let's have a look at the outside space and talk money.
Lovely.
Right.
As Tom and Helen aren't very green-fingered, they wanted a manageable garden, and I think this could fit the bill. Back outside with these gorgeous views.
It's beautiful. Yeah, really lovely.
That is
Yeah.
spectacular. It's fantastic.
Wow.
Well, this is it. Your garden space. That total plot, including the house sitting on it, is about 1/3 of an acre.
Okay.
So the question is, of course, how much do you think you'd have to pay to get your hands on all of this?
You going to go first?
490,000?
I'm more pessimistic. I'm going to say 499.
OK. This is on at £475,000.
Oh.
Yeah,
How does that sound?
That sounds really good.
that's better than my guess.
So
That gives you even more room.
could
to
give you
invest.
some potential then
Yeah.
for the garage if
Yeah,
that was
if that's possible.
Lots for you to think about.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah? And a good price.
Very good price, yeah.
That's good.
Very good.
Why don't you go and have a wander round, check out the garage and the bedrooms, and, well, we can talk later on about what you're thinking.
OK, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Priced at £475,000, this stunning barn conversion has a kitchen breakfast room, 1 large reception, 4 bedrooms, and a single garage which could be converted into an office for our buyers.
It's great to hear that it was under budget, so that would give us perhaps the flexibility to look into how we can manage the garage.
The only concerns, I would say, are we're probably 1 room short of perfection, I'd guess, in terms of the actual floor space of the property. But we talked about the possibility of being able to convert the garage. That was something that we could look into. I think that would work if we had the extra room at the end.
For our second property, we've come to the pretty village of Lower Dolphinholme, which is south of Lancaster. The village, on the edge of the Forest of Bowland, has been designated an historic conservation area and is situated next to the River Wyre. There's a village pub, a post office and a local shop. The house I'm showing them is a newly built detached house in a spectacular rural position. So here we are, second house, and this is it.
Right, OK. New build?
Yes, well spotted. It is a new build, built in 2006.
Looks quite
everything.
big.
The house itself, as you say, does look pretty big, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. It looks quite substantial, which is good.
And set within an area where you've got lots of neighbours, yet it's very, very peaceful.
It's very quiet.
It's very quiet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just what you're looking for.
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, let's see if the house delivers.
Great.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad they're open to seeing a new build. Let's hope the interior will live up to their expectations. Now, straight through into the living room.
Oh, lovely.
That's a great size, isn't it?
Gosh,
big square
very
room.
big.
Yeah.
Really big, yeah.
You've got the focal point of the wood burner there.
That's lovely.
Right, that's very nice as well.
Cedar
isn't it?
beam above
It's
it.
lovely
So there's a little
fireplace.
touch there,
Yeah,
even though it's a new
Nice.
build. But what you do get with this house, it is big, as you say, is quite a few reception rooms. So
Good.
let's have a look at another one.
Lovely.
After you. Off the hallway, the second reception could make a good office space.
OK, smaller reception room. Still a good size, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're
Fantastic
using this
doors.
like a snug at the
Yeah.
moment, but what a great
Be
snug.
great snug, great for the kids to watch TV.
Yes, it would be,
And
absolutely.
then you can just go out into the garden.
Or an office.
Yeah.
Would you share an office? Is that the plan?
No.
Would you?
That's not the plan,
I was
no.
not expecting that. So who's the office for?
For me, mainly. Yes, I think the children would probably try to grab it for a television room as well, so I'm in competition here.
You are. Shall we
Yeah.
see if we can find an alternative?
That sounds like a good idea, yeah.
Right. Here you go.
Great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Another
that's
big
good.
room.
Yeah, brilliant.
Now, it's being used as a dining room. We'll look at the kitchen in a moment,
Yeah.
but what do you think about potentially this being an office, this being for the children, or keeping it as dining?
I'd quite like have this. You could have as another room, reception room,
I
and
think
then if there's enough room in there to eat, then I
think so.
prefer
If there is enough room in there to eat, I think it's wasted as a dining room,
Yeah.
personally.
What do you think?
Nice kitchen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, it is good.
And is that a utility over there?
You do. You get the extra space of the utility room through there.
Right.
Do you think this would be enough for you to kind of eat meals there as a family and cook?
Yeah, I think it probably would work, wouldn't it?
What you don't want to lose is space upstairs, really.
No.
No.
I'll give you a
You're going
hint.
to tell us there's 3 bedrooms now, aren't you?
No, what did I do that to you, Tom? There are 2.
But
You've
they're
all got to
big.
squeeze in.
They're really big.
No, there are 5.
Oh,
Excellent.
brilliant.
Come on.
Very good. Fantastic.
Upstairs, there are 3 ample double bedrooms and 2 single rooms, one of which is being used as a study. There's also a family bathroom. So you do still get a lot of space upstairs.
There's wardrobes, my word.
I knew you'd love the wardrobes.
Look at that.
Have to go shopping. I haven't got enough clothes. It's the same size as the lounge. It's massive, isn't it?
And the view.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it comes with an ensuite.
It's a huge bedroom, isn't it?
Really big.
Really big, yeah.
Do you want to see really big?
Oh no, what do you mean? There's another one.
There's another one, come on. Welcome to your London
my
studio apartment.
It is as well. That is amazing. Wow.
You do have 5 bedrooms as well, so 3 more.
Okay.
They're not all this size, but they are good-sized bedrooms.
Yeah.
Why don't we head outside now, have a closer look at that river, and see how much this would cost.
Great,
Lovely.
thank you very much.
Outside is a patio area and a private lawned garden, which surrounds the property. Now, this is beautiful.
That's gorgeous.
Isn't it?
Yeah, wow.
That's fantastic.
The river wire running behind your garden, but this is your garden.
Right.
Right, OK.
So it's not the biggest.
No.
It's a huge house.
Huge house, great location.
Yep.
Comes at a price. Indeed. Right, who's going first?
Oh, you go first
It
this
was
time.
me, wasn't it? It was me second last time, so I'm going to say £530,000.
No, I don't think it's as much. I don't know, 510.
Why do you think it's a bit lower?
I think just because of the size of the garden. It's quite small, just a bit less than that.
You're very good at this, Helen.
Oh,
Spot on.
really?
£510,000.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. And what do you think about that?
Yeah, it's interesting. Very interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Yeah.
Go spend some more time wandering around. Have a look at the garage. That's pretty huge as
Okay.
well.
OK, thank you very
I'll
much.
see you later on.
We'll see you later.
Priced at £510,000, this new build house isn't short of space. With 2 reception rooms, a good-sized kitchen and dining room, 5 bedrooms and a double garage.
Gosh, look at this. It's a really big garage.
It's a big and very nicely organised garage, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it is a really good contender, but I'm now just totally confused because the one this morning kind of got my heartstrings, but this one just seems really practical and has just got the lovely river with it. So I don't know.
Well, it's certainly given us lots to think about. There's a lot of space. It's flexible. We can change it around. So yeah, I think we're going to be doing some thinking about that one. It's a very interesting option.
So at the end of an exciting first day in Lancashire, our buyers could be one step closer to finding their new country home. We got off to a fantastic start with Helen and Tom yesterday. They seemed really enthusiastic about the 2 houses we showed them. The first, I think they were taken with the character, and the second, I think they liked the practicalities. So for our mystery house, let's take them out of their comfort zone a little and show them something with a bit more grandeur. So what are you expecting from the mystery house?
Well, seeing as how both the houses we've seen so far have been almost fresh out of the box and newly built or newly developed, I'm guessing the next one won't be.
Helen, are you worried about that?
I am, yes. I know Tom's quite keen to roll up his sleeves and do lots of work, but I think I just want to get here and just relax and enjoy the new life. But hey...
Well, that's the thing with the mystery house. It should throw you up a challenge to you,
Yeah.
something you may not have looked at. And people often change their minds.
Yeah, yeah.
But no promises. For the mystery house, we're taking them just outside Caton, where I've found a rather special home that has a touch of grandeur that I think might appeal to Tom and Helen. Just 5 miles northeast of Lancaster, Caton sits in the Lune Valley. On a main road into the city, it has all the amenities they'll need, from shops and a supermarket to a petrol station. The property I'm showing them is a former gate lodge set within a private park. This mystery house doesn't have an office, and it has a bigger garden than they wanted, but I have a hunch they could fall for this unique place. Well, you're being good sports, eyes closed, but I think it's worth it, because this is your mystery property. Have a look.
Oh, wow. It's a lodge house.
Oh, that's
Fantastic.
beautiful. Oh, my God.
That is gorgeous,
That
isn't
is
it?
so gorgeous.
So it is. So it's set in these amazing grounds. And then you get all of this, lots of history. How are you feeling?
Yeah,
Excited,
yeah.
yeah.
Can't wait to get inside.
Good. Let's have a look inside then. Well, I think I've scored a hit with this house. I'm taking them straight into the sitting room. The grandeur continues inside.
Gosh.
Wow. That is fantastic. Oh, very pretty fireplace and,
Yeah, I
and
just
log burner.
spotted that.
Wow, that's amazing.
All in working order.
Great.
What are your first feelings?
Just
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Intrigued. Yeah, it's
yeah, it's very grand from the outside and it's gorgeous inside, so it's been beautifully done up, hasn't it?
Before we go through and see the rest of the ground floor, there's just a little bit up here that I want to show you.
Okay.
Come on. Immediately above the sitting room is a charming secret double bedroom. Up we come. Isn't it cute?
Oh, it's so cute. Wow. Very pretty.
Oh, that is very nice. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
The current owners say they call this a little holiday room for themselves because
okay.
it's so lovely.
Oh, sweet.
They'll come and spend some time in here every now and then, but I can imagine one of your children would quite like it.
I've got a feeling which one would like it. Yeah, very nice. The intrigue continues.
It does.
Yeah,
it keeps unfolding. Let's
yeah.
discover some more. Downstairs through the sitting room, there's still a lot more to discover. Right, back down here, you've got a bedroom there, another one through here.
Right.
Yes. And a second reception room.
Lovely. Oh, those
Very light room.
windows.
Yeah, those are gorgeous, aren't they? Yeah.
It just gets better and better. And I think, having seen all of that, you need to see the bedroom that could be yours.
Right, okay.
Come this way. They are simply loving this house. So let's see if the main bedroom will seal the deal. So you have a sort of dressing area, wardrobes out here, ensuite. And this could be your master
Oh,
bedroom.
my word. That is just beautiful.
Brought us to a hotel.
Yeah, it does.
Come on in.
It just feels like a hotel.
I think we've quite blown you away, haven't we?
Yeah, speechless.
You are actually
Slightly
speechless.
Got him
speechless,
even
which,
speechless, yeah.
Speechless and grinning. What can make it any better?
An amazing kitchen, I guess.
Of course, you're absolutely
Yes.
right. Let's go find one. Out there to the right. Round the corner from the master bedroom is the hub of the home. Have we delivered?
Oh, God.
That's fantastic.
It's just beautiful again.
Quite modern, quite contemporary.
Yeah.
Very much
In
so.
this
Total
older
contrast to the rest of the
property.
house, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is, but works really well.
Brilliant. Loads of work, surfaces and space. Great.
Yes,
Can it get
could.
any better?
Well, I don't know.
Shall I try?
Yes.
Go on then.
Come on. This house just gets better and better. Outside, there's another surprise in store with a pretty summer house.
Oh, my word.
There's another room!
Oh, my word.
I know you love a party, Helen.
No, that would just... Oh, my
A bit of
goodness.
entertaining.
That is unbelievable.
And just for you, there's even a barbecue around
Indoor
there.
barbecue. Right, so
air
it's even got a
fridge.
vent. It's
Oh,
even
no.
it's
Oh, my
got...
goodness. Oh. It's just gorgeous.
We are almost done. Let's step outside.
Okay.
We'll talk about money.
Right.
Go off you
Yes.
go. So, your outside space.
Wow.
Equally well thought out.
Perfect.
You have a couple of outbuildings. So, opposite us is what's being used as a bit of a workshop.
Okay.
Could be an office.
Yeah.
Up here, you have old stables.
Could
Have
be
a
an
look in
office.
there on your own.
Yeah.
Could be an office. So, you have seen everything. This is the mystery house. How much do you think it's on the market for?
I think it's well over budget. It just seems such a high specification. £550,000.
Okay.
Just to be different, I'm going a little lower, but I still think it's over budget. £530,000.
£499,000.
Really?
Really?
Gosh.
So that is...
Wow.
I'm surprised at that, actually. Very
Gosh,
surprised.
that is very surprising.
Yeah.
Right, go and explore the garden, have a look around on your own, and we will catch up later on because this is the last property.
Oh,
You've got some serious
thank
thinking to
you.
do.
Thank you.
Priced at £499,000, this gatehouse has 2 reception rooms, a spacious kitchen diner, 4 bedrooms, an enchanting summer house, and an acre of garden which overlooks the private parkland.
As you move through towards the back of the property, that's when it really comes into its own. The kitchen is absolutely stunning, and it was just perfect kitchen, and then the garden is just amazing.
It's got real wow factor. The garden's got wow factor. The house has got wow factor. So it's impressive together.
Well, it's only a matter of weeks now before Helen and Tom have to make the move to gorgeous Lancashire. They've seen 3 houses and seem to love something about every single one of them. But are they going to buy any? Let's find out. Well, Tom and Helen, we've had a pretty fun couple of days, haven't we?
We have, it's been great.
With a sense of urgency.
Yes, absolutely.
We started off with that barn conversion.
I really loved that property to begin with. Going in, I loved the open planned aspect of it, and the massive living area and the great kitchen.
It was a really good start, but it was just one room shy of perfection, I think.
The second property, the new build.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that?
You know, at first I felt a bit disappointed. I thought, this doesn't look great. But when you went inside, it was just such a practical space.
It didn't really feel like a country house. It felt like it could have been anywhere.
Well, from there, we took you to the mystery house. So what are your feelings about that one now?
Yeah, I really, really liked it. The more you went into the house and you saw particularly the size of the kitchen, it was a fabulous house. It had such a lovely feel to it, and I think it just had a lot of potential.
I think so. I think it was. It did have a potential. It was big. Could see the children happily, and it definitely grabbed us.
So are you going to buy any of the houses we've shown you?
Yeah, I think as a matter of urgency, we need to bring the children up, and we'd like to show them the mystery house.
So all things being equal, if the children say, love it, would you buy?
Yes, I think we'd put an offer in and see.
I think we probably would. I think we're sufficiently taken with it, I think.
I've got to admit, I was pretty taken with the mystery house. And I would love to see you two and your family settled in there very soon.
Well, thank you for showing us 3 great houses and for taking us on this journey. It's been brilliant.
No, thank you. It's been fantastic.
For Helen and Tom, this move was all about giving their children the chance to grow up in the open countryside and peaceful surroundings that they themselves enjoyed as kids. But to do that, they have to find the right house to make that transition. And that's not just an exercise in being sensible and practical. You have to find a home that's going to tug at the heartstrings and touch you emotionally. And do you know what? I think we may have done it. I'll see you next time on Escape to the Country. If you would like to escape to the country in Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales or England and would like our help, please apply online at bbc.co.uk/be-on-a-show. I'm in the middle of one of the last remaining areas of ancient forest in England, yet there's not a tree in sight. Where am I? Find out in just a moment. In today's show, I'll be helping a couple find a new home for themselves and their 3 children. After living in the cramped city, they're keen to make the most of a more spacious lifestyle. Would you share an office? Is that the plan?
No.
And we've got a mystery house that will leave our straight-talking couple lost for words. Speechless and grinning. Welcome to Lancashire and to the historic Forest of Bowland. In this case, I'm using the word forest in its ancient meaning, an area typically owned by the sovereign and used as a royal hunting ground, rather than just a big old wood. Now, much of the Forest of Bowland is still owned by the Queen as part of the Duchy of Lancaster. In the past, wild boar, deer, wolves and wild cats would have roamed here. But today you'll find slightly tamer packs of cyclists and walkers making the most of this fabulous landscape. Find out what today's house buyers are looking for from their new home. Management consultant Tom and charity director Helen have been living in this family home in London with their 3 children for the last 14 years. Although they've enjoyed the city, they've recently had a revelation about their working lives.
Well, I started working from home at Christmas, and we realised then that we could work from anywhere, so it became reality rather than just a pipe dream.
And I also work from home, so we just feel this is the right thing for us to do at this moment in time.
As Tom and Helen will be moving with their children who are still of school age, they've had to think carefully about where they should go.
We want to move up to Lancaster. It's sort of between where Tom grew up and where I grew up, close enough to the Lake District, but it's a good-sized town with very good schools for the children. We're willing to move sort of within a 5-mile radius of Lancaster, but the further we are out, we'd hope that there'd be some form of public transport, perhaps for the children to get into school.
Space is at the top of the agenda for their move, but there's plenty of other demands to take into account.
Minimum of 4 bedrooms, a separate reception room for children to be able to do whatever they want to do. A larger kitchen than we have now would be perfect. Not necessarily an enormous garden. I don't think either of us are particularly interested in gardening, but obviously more outside space, or just outside space, is important.
Tom and Helen have already sold their London house and they have a healthy sum for their new home.